Make a decision that meets the expectations of the people. The right strategic choice that has stood the test of history. Both China and Europe advocate multilateralism, a constructive force that promotes open cooperation.
We have reached an inflection point. Rebalancing our bilateral relation is essential, because to be sustainable, the relations need to be mutually beneficial. And to achieve this, it is vital for China and Europe to acknowledge our respective concerns and come forward with real solutions.
We welcome President Costa and Ursula von der Leyen to China. It was a pleasure to meet you, and we have met many times. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Europe, as well as the 80th anniversary of the founding of the United Nations. Sino-European relations stand at a critical historical juncture. In the 50 years since the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Europe, exchanges and cooperation have been fruitful. It not only achieves its own, but also benefits the world. Among them, important experiences and enlightenment are mutual respect, seeking common ground while reserving differences, open cooperation, mutual benefit, and a win-win situation. This is also an important principle and direction of effort that should be adhered to in the future development of Chinese relations. In the face of the rapidly evolving world, over a century of changes and an intertwined international situation, China's leaders must once again show their vision and responsibility. Make a decision that meets the expectations of the people. The right strategic choice that has stood the test of history. Both China and Europe advocate multilateralism, a constructive force that promotes open cooperation. The international situation is becoming more serious and complex. China and Vietnam should strengthen communication, enhance mutual trust, and deepen cooperation. A stable and healthy relationship between China and Japan provides a world with more stability and certainty. Both China and Europe are part of the international community. We must firmly grasp a correct direction for the development of Sino-European relations and work together to open up a brighter next 50 years of Sino-European relations.
Today, the world is going through a period of global uncertainty, marked by economic volatility, geopolitical tensions, as well as challenges facing the entire humankind. The European Union and China, as you said, Mr. President, are major economies and actors in the world. We share the responsibility to uphold the rules-based order and tackle global challenges. We have different political and economic systems. We do not always see eye to eye. Yet, we have a shared interest in pursuing constructive and stable relations anchored in the respect of the rules-based international order, balanced engagement and reciprocity. We must also uphold the fundamental values enshrined in the United Nations Charter, who we celebrate the 8th anniversary. Values such as sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the respect for internationally recognized borders. As a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, we call on China to use its influence on Russia to respect the United Nations Charter and to bring an end to its war on aggression against Ukraine. I am grateful for this opportunity to meaningfully address these and other issues with you.
Today, Europe and China are two of the world's three largest economic and trading powers, and our relationship is one of the most important and consequential in the world. In fact, in terms of total trade, the European Union is China's largest trading partner, and China is the EU's third. Our bilateral trade in goods now exceeds 2 billion euros per day. Europe has supported China's economic developments for decades and continues to do so. As our cooperation has deepened, so have the imbalances. We have reached an inflection point. Rebalancing our bilateral relation is essential because to be sustainable, the relations need to be mutually beneficial. And to achieve this, it is vital for China and Europe to acknowledge our respective concerns and come forward with real solutions. President Xi, the next 50 years of our relations are still to be written. It is an opportunity to rebalance our relations for the people of China and for the people of Europe. Thank you very much for hosting us again, and I look forward to our discussion.